Yo, what's up guys, it's Tay here, and thanks for all the support on the recent two videos. That shit has been insane, and I got a lot of comments on one of them, particularly the Jessie gender video, and I want to go through a couple, because it seems like a good amount of people don't really enjoy me, if you if you know what I mean. A good amount of people, they don't really like what I have to say about Jessie. They don't really like what I have to say about leftism as a whole, and they just don't really like me as a person, despite, me not really unveiling much myself here on YouTube. But anyways, I figured that it would be pretty useful for both myself and the Jessie Gender fans who thought it would be funny to leave borderline character assassinations on my page to maybe combat these comments and show them, maybe show them the light, show them the principled leftist light. And I figured, what better time to do that than now? The less stupid people we have in the world, the better the world gets. And if I'm just sitting here not actively making the world better, I'm no better than them, man. And before we get cooking for today, I just wanted to leave a genuine correction that was pointed out to me in the comments. I, in the video, said that Hassan had backed off of his weird Ukraine and Russia takes. I was wrong. He hasn't backed off of it. He is still very weird about Ukraine and Russia, and he is still wrong about Ukraine and Russia. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into what Jessie Gender's fans have to say. This first one here just says, Tay-core, irrelevant. And it's an unfortunate day when we have to start arguing like rice gum. My size as a channel doesn't really have anything to do with my correctness. I'm correct, and I'm growing rapidly because I am correct. But anyways, if we are arguing like rice gum here, I am undebatably more relevant than you. You have a 0 subscriber channel, and that is all I can really tell. But if we're arguing relevance, if relevance is the arbiter of what makes me correct, I am more correct than you. And that's just how it is, sorry. This one here says, hi, I'm a 20-year-old YouTuber and need to monetize my lack of understanding, space exclamation point. Actually, I'm 19 and my videos aren't monetized and I understand everything. So that looks bad on your part, buddy. This one here says, Jessie Gender is fine, I certainly like her more than you. And you know what I have to say to that? That's completely fine. I like Jessie Gender's videos. It's a shame that she's so stupid on Twitter, or else she'd be a pretty good content creator. But what I don't understand is why people who have nothing to add to what I have to say feel the need to loudly voice their opinions instead of just leaving a quiet dislike. If you're not gonna add or try to debate anything that I say, why leave a comment, to be honest? Just leave a dislike. That's why YouTube has that function. I can see how many dislikes there are. I don't, just leave one, dude. Just point blank period, just leave a dislike if you have nothing to add and you just dislike my opinion. YouTube added the function for a reason, and so that people use it. Next up, go off and all, but just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't mean you need to make a 20-minute video essay. Actually, it kinda does. If we don't hold people accountable for shitty things that they do and say, what is the point of politics at all? The point of politics is to hold people accountable for the things that they do and say, and to change their minds and maybe change the things that they do and say. That is the point of politics. If we're not gonna make 20-minute video essays like I did, there is no point, and we just live in a bunch of echo chambers, which personally, I don't really think is a good world. I want to live in a world that maybe challenges and changes my values over time and makes my value system better. But hey, I guess that's just me. I hate the leftist obsession with not being able to critique each other, because I do genuinely believe that Jessie is a leftist and believes in leftist values, but I do believe that she, just like me, is imperfect in her values. But I guess Jessie isn't a human, and she is just like a perfect arbiter of what is and isn't correct. But go off. You want some deranged misinformation grift? Even your corrections are wrong. Actually, it's called a correction for a reason, and that's because it's correct. If it was not a correction, it would be called a wrongtion, I think. But my correction is correct, and there was only one of them, so I don't know why you needed to say corrections when I only made one. Oh, shut up. You just had an itchy trigger figure to complain when you found your chance and you took it. Yeah. You found out the game. Congrats. Do you want like $5? You found me out. You figured me out. You figured out the game. Ah, I'm in shambles right now. Alright, now that we got all of the just sort of slam dunks out of the way, I figured it might be time to get into the 2 actual comments that had any sort of content to them and weren't just people trying to attack my character and my personality and not addressing what I had to say at all, which, congrats to these 2 people. They had a thing to say. They had a thing to say. And for that, I honestly, hats off, man. Hats off. Even if the thing that they had to say was incorrect, they still had a thing to say, and they said it. They still had actual critiques, whether they be legitimate or not. They had an actual critique beyond just I dislike you. I'm mad because your opinion is different from mine. Grr. They had an actual sort of argument, and they said it. Did they say it well? That's debatable, but they sure did say it. And it's time to get into these comments, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna be treating them with a great deal more of respect because they treated me with a little bit more respect. So here comes actual sort of responses to comments because they had an actual response to me beyond just blindly hating on me because I dislike somebody on Twitter that they like. Jessie Gender doesn't want Hassan to platform Harry Potter merch because she doesn't want JKR's views to spread. I don't believe in the marketplace of ideas. Leftoids deserve poverty with high IQ takes like this. Even when you're being Machiavellian, you still sound like a brainless power bottom. First of all, you fantasizing about the sex life of a 19-year-old is kinda weird, and you should maybe stop it. Even though I am a legal adult, I'm still a student, I'm in college, and it's kind of weird to be fantasizing about a, school student. But you go off, I guess. Just keep on fantasizing about my sex life just because you don't have one. Anyways, now about the actual content of it. Jessie Gender doesn't want Hassan to platform Harry Potter merch because she doesn't want JKR's views to spread. JKR's views have already spread about as far as they're gonna get within her audience. Everybody who knows about Harry Potter knows about J.K. Rowling, and everybody who knows about J.K. Rowling knows that she's a raging transphobe, and you're at the point with her that you either agree or you don't, and you either consume Harry Potter or you don't consume Harry Potter, or you do consume Harry Potter but feel guilty about it because I don't know. But anyways, the real stupid take about this, him quoting me saying, I don't believe in the marketplace of ideas. I stand by this. I don't believe in it in the slightest. I think it is a stupid idea, and I think I explained it pretty well in my video when I said, quote, not an exact quote, but along these lines, I don't trust a guy on the street about medical advice the same amount of trust that I have with a doctor. I'm gonna trust a doctor before I trust some dude on the street trying to get me hooked on heroin. And also, I just want to add, I don't think you know what Machiavellian means. I'm not trying to scheme here. I'm trying to say my ideas and argue for them in a way that would make sense for other people to maybe come to the light side and agree with me. I'm not trying to be Machiavellian. I'm very upfront with my ideas. I believe my ideas very heavily, and I've researched my ideas a good amount to come to the conclusions that I have right now where I am. I'm very steadfast about my ideas and my beliefs, and that is because I, in my heart and in my brain and in my soul, feel that they are correct. And some of them are objectively correct, and some of them are maybe, arguably correct and debatably correct and very easy to debate as correct, but to me, they are self-evident as correct. I'm not trying to be Machiavellian, I'm not trying to scheme, I'm not trying to be cunning, I'm trying to be upfront with my ideas, and to say that I am trying to be Machiavellian is very big projection. I'm a very honest content creator, I say what I believe, and if I get clowned for my beliefs, and a good argument is made, I'll change my mind. I'm not trying to be Machiavellian, dude. Alright, here we got a long one, so I'm just gonna paraphrase it. I'm gonna leave it up for a while, so if you want to read through the whole thing, you can pause and read all of this. But basically, all you really need is the last sentence saying that it's not really about platforming, it's about showing trans people that you care and listen to them, which, okay. I can show trans people that I care while playing the Funny Wizard game. These aren't mutually exclusive, and I think saying that they are, not explicitly, but saying that they are nonetheless, it is kind of unfortunate and narrow-minded. You know, you can play the worst game, you know? You can play, let's say Postal, okay? You can play Postal, a game that is so morally black that some people have, like, most reasonable people would say that it's morally worse than GTA. And you can use this game to do good. You can play a game, and if you are a popular streamer, you can stream it and say, hey, this is a charity stream. Today we're going to be raising money for, you know, people's funerals or something like that. To say that playing something and participating in consumption of media is inherently bad, I think is extremely narrow-minded and very much shows that you have a sort of, frankly, a skewed view of how things are made. And yes, J.K. Rowling does get money from Hogwarts Legacy. She does have a licensing deal, obviously. It is a Harry Potter licensed game. Of course she has a licensing deal. She's not letting them do it for free. However, she also has a licensing deal with all of the movies, which, you know, likelihood is you've watched them. She has a licensing deal with all of the books because she fucking wrote them, which likelihood is you've read at least one of them. She has a lot of ways of making money. She has deals with Universal to have her characters in the park, or maybe not Universal, but you get what I'm saying. She has a lot of ways of getting money, and this game is probably 1% of 1% of her revenue stream for any given month. To insinuate that not playing this game is going to hurt her pockets in the slightest is very stupid, because she is so fucking rich that she probably at this point doesn't even make the main amount of her money from Harry Potter anymore. She probably just has a fuck ton of investments that she makes a fuck ton of money on. She is so incredibly rich that Harry Potter is probably, like, let's say 1/5 of her annual income in any given year. And to, again, insinuate that this game is, like, the difference between her living in a castle and not living in a castle is extremely disingenuous. It makes it seem way more important than it is, and I think that is done on purpose. And I get that, you know, you're not doing this in bad faith. However, you did reply to my comment in bad faith, saying that my video is just conjecture and it's, you know, poorly made, which it's not conjecture. Part of it is, but conjecture is part of any argument ever, and I think if you look, you will find out that that is true. Conjecture is a very big part of arguing, and if you are arguing just conjecture, then you're arguing nothing, but if you're not including it at all, then, you know, you're kind of stupid. You're really not fleshing out your argument in a way that makes sense if you don't use conjecture at all. And to say that my video is just that is very disingenuous to my points, and I think that was done on purpose in bad faith, even though the rest of the comment wasn't. But anyways guys, that has been about it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope that I make more bangers so I can make more videos like this. I just to clear things up, I don't think that these are bad people. I think that they are misguided, and I think that they misinterpreted my meaning with making the video of critiquing Jessie gender and doing, you know, critical support. I think they think I hate her, which I just don't. That just isn't true. I don't hate her. I still like her videos. I dislike her Twitter account, but those are completely different things. even if they are related, they are different. But I don't hate these people. I just think they're misguided. I think they misinterpreted my video, and you know, that's honestly something I can get better at with time. You know, I don't really necessarily blame them because they went into this video thinking I was arguing in bad faith, and as a Jessie gender enjoyer myself for the most part, I really wasn't. I was kind of disappointed in her. I saw her as a very decent content creator and a very decent person, and this just kind of ruined my image of her, to be honest with you. But I still don't hate her. I still don't hate these people. I just think that they need to open their mind a bit to ideas that they disagree with. But anyways, yeah, that's been about it for today. I'll see y'all guys next time, and thank y'all so much for all the recent support. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which is insane. It's super cool. But yeah, see y'all guys next time. Bye.
Got a blast!